Number 7 is the law of proactivity. The law of proactivity. And this law talks about setting boundaries before interactions. Setting boundaries before interactions. So, what do you stand for even now? Do you treat other people with respect as if they were you? How would you treat yourself? I always say, I think I'm the kindest person to myself. You know how people say they're the biggest critics of themselves? No, I actually do love me. I think kindly of myself. So when other people are interacting with me, that is the minimum I expect, that I be treated kindly, I be treated with decency. It doesn't mean I don't get criticized, but I would like to be treated with respect in all of my endeavors, in all of my relationships. So one way of being proactive with boundaries is setting boundaries before interacting with people. So for example, if you knew that you would never be in an unfaithful relationship, for example, you wouldn't then start dating a married man or woman, or you wouldn't get into a relationship with someone who already had a significant other. So that's a proactive boundary. If there's a boundary that says that, hey, when someone yells at me, I can't stop them from yelling because it's their voice, it's their mouth, so I can't stop them. But what do I do in that instance? I can leave the room. I can walk away from the room, right? So those are ways of setting boundaries. Proactivity is like putting a fence around your house. There's no burglar outside your house waiting to rob you at that moment when you put it in, but you're being proactive. You're putting a line and saying, hey, this is my property, and beyond this line, anything else is considered a threat in my life, and I can deal with that decisively, right? So the law of proactivity means that you set in place these structures to forestall certain types of treatment, behavior towards yourself, or inflictions by other people towards you. So be proactive. And guess what? This law also applies to your boundaries with yourself, because you have boundaries with yourself as well. People who are well versed in this law are disciplined people. For example, you wanted to do some work, you wanted to write, you wouldn't stay in bed when you woke up, and stay there to write. So you're being proactive. You go where, there's light, you go where you have pen and paper, you already set things in place. Or say, you wanted to wake up without an alarm. What is your absolute certainty you would wake up at that hour? So being proactive is setting that thing in place before it happens. And that is a way that you can set the tone for your relationships. Even if you get in there, you can begin to tell your partner, these are my preferences. This is how I would like to be treated. How would you like to be treated? As the law of proactivity, so that you forestall any issues even before they arrive. Exercise this law today.